What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new episode of Hearthstone Power. Sorry it's been so long since I had another video between my epic cold that I had and the lack of Hearthstone videos. There was not much content to talk about, but we did get a live stream recently from Zeriyah, and she played her Warlock deck in 3 matches. So what we're going to do is make 3 separate videos here and look at the duels and analyze them, just so you have some content to see. So let's look at our opening hand. She already dumped 1 card here. I'll actually take that back. She did not dump another card. I'm sorry. She is replacing Twisting Nether. It's a pretty high cost card. You definitely don't want that in your opening hand, so you can dump that for sure, even though it is a good card. I think that's the right choice here. And Shadow Bolt, I'm not sure if I would have dumped that. And Mortal Coil is definitely a good card to keep. And she drew Sense Demons, which is a really nice card to help you draw demons later in the game. Alright, let's look here at her opening hand now that she has started. Flame Imp is definitely a good play here, really quick. It's got Battle Cry, deals 2 damage to your hero. However, you're getting a 3/2 minion on the board on the first turn. So that is a very good first turn play. And the Warlock is all about damaging yourself to gain some kind of advantage, whether it's destroying your life, destroying your mana crystals, or something like that. Life Tap, which is the Warlock ability for 2 resources, lets you draw a card, and you lose 2 life, which is, I think, the best hero ability. You will be using Life Tap, if you can afford it, every turn. The card is way worth 2 life, so you'll be doing that a lot. And the Warlock has ways to gain life anyway, so it ends up working out. But you definitely want that card advantage with that card. Alright, so she draws Shadow Bolt anyway, even though she discarded it, and Shadow Bolt's a really great card to destroy enemy creatures. So it is something you want to hold on to if you can help it. Not a fan of this card, Power Overwhelming. For 1 mana, it basically buffs up one of your creatures, and then it dies at the end of the turn. And in my opinion, it can help you if there's a big creature on the board, and your creature's going to die anyway. But as you'll see in the next couple of the 3 duels, is that she draws Power Overwhelming way too much. And maybe, I mean, there only are 2 copies in the deck, but it's just, she never seems to draw them at the right time. And I'm just not thrilled with that card. So, Sense Demons is a really nice card for Warlocks because it gives you card advantage. For 3 resources, you are drawing 2 cards, and they're guaranteed to be demon cards. So if you're looking for more minions, this is a nice card. And you'll see that the Warlock has lots of spells to handle minions. And this will get more non-spell cards in your hand, because the way you're going to win this game is, of course, with your minions, by attacking the hero. So here we go. Siphon Soul is a really nice card. Destroys another minion, and I believe you gain life when you cast that card, so that's really nice. The Bloodstone Raider from the rogue over there is an okay card. She did not have any weapons in play, so it did not gain any extra attack, so I think she just wanted to get a body on the board to kill that imp. That's probably the reason she casted that. Now, what else does she have in her hand? Drain Life is a nice card. 2 damage, gain 2 life for 3 resources. Now, I don't think I would waste the Shadow Bolt here on this minion. Yes, it took care of it, keeps the imp out longer. However, I think I would have used, I can't remember if it had 3, I think it had 3 life, so the Drain Life wouldn't necessarily have worked. But I don't know, I personally would have held on to the Shadow Bolt a little bit longer, but I mean, she didn't want to sacrifice the imp. She wants to keep dealing damage to the hero, so I guess it's okay. Alright, so it's the rogue's turn right now, and excuse me as I take a sip of water. I just still have a little bit of this cold, and I didn't want to make you guys wait any longer. You guys waited long enough for a new video, and I'm not going to let some illness get in the way. We're pros, right? Yeah. Right now she's looking through her history, and she can, actually, I think it's a little more detailed than it was before. It shows you the cards involved in the attack and the damage that was dealt. And so it's a really nice way to see what happened. If you can't remember, or if you are just not sure what happened and it happened all too fast, it's a great way to look back and see what happened. Now the rogue is still taking her turn, and she's thinking for sure she's going to get a bomb on the screen soon. She's going to get a fuse. I mean, not a bomb, a fuse. What leads to a bomb. Alright, so she put that monster in play, which destroyed her minion. And, oh, look at that, she draws another one. Now, the Flame Imp is not as good later in the game because it just has such little health. You're really just doing 2 damage to yourself, and then they're going to kill it. But if you can get it in play when there's not much going on, like right now, for example, it's still a good card. But that would mean those 2 imps have done 4 damage total to the hero. So you're killing yourself slowly, but you don't want to kill yourself too much. So you can see that the Warlock has less health than the Rogue right now because of all the damage she's done to herself. Now, I still think this is the right play. I don't think I would have drawn a card with Life Tap. Oh, look at that, she did get Lord Jaraxxus. So if she can get that in play, then she's going to be looking good if she's at low health. Because what you can do with the Warlock and you have Lord Jaraxxus is you can play all these cards to gain advantages and hurt your opponent, draw cards, kill minions, and suck away your life. And if you get below 15, and you know you have Jaraxxus in your hand, then you know eventually it doesn't matter. As long as you don't die, as long as you don't put yourself within lethal range from the enemy opponent, then you're okay, because you just pop down Lord Jaraxxus and you're back at 15 life. And in the meantime, you've gotten card advantage, and you've kept control of the board, and hopefully dealt a lot of damage to the enemy hero. Alright, so we do see a backstab here for free on that imp. See, this is what I'm talking about. She paid 1 mana, and lost 2 life, and, I mean, she did dump an enemy's backstab from their hand, but still, I mean, the imp is not as good later in the game. Alright, now that's a really cool card, the Questing Adventurer. Whenever you play a card, gain +1/+1. That's going to get really beefy here. And if she's not careful, she is going to be in a little trouble. And when I say she, I mean Zeriyah. She is playing the Gul'dan again, which is a male character, not a female character, but that's what I meant by her. Now, Soulfire is a really cool card. For 0 resources, she can deal 4 damage to an enemy minion, but she has to discard a card at random. Again, at random, not a fan, but sometimes it's nice. I mean, it's a really nice card because it's free. But it is definitely card disadvantage. You're spending 2 of your cards to destroy 1 of your opponents. Now, Felguard is a really nice card, but it is turn 5 right now. You want to play that card a lot sooner, because at the end of the day, it's just a 3/5 with taunt. And yes, it's cheap, but the advantage is getting this guy in sooner rather than later. You want to get this guy alongside your imp so that your imp can survive, so that you can deal more damage to the enemy. Now, she can play Soulfire, which it looks like she's going to. Let's see what she discards. As long as she doesn't discard Jaraxxus, I think she'll be happy. But you also don't want to lose Siphon Life. I mean, Siphon Soul is a really good card, and she'll be able to cast it. And well, she would have been able to cast it next turn, but she did play the Felguard, so she lost a Mana Crystal. So the Warlock is all about hurting yourself again and trying to utilize the advantages you're getting. In this case, you're getting a really nice beefy creature for a little bit of mana, but right now the Rogue has a 5/5 in play, so it's still not a huge advantage. But she didn't really have a lot of other choices, so she had to put him in play just to protect herself. So she basically lost a Mana Crystal to protect herself for 1 turn. Now, she still cannot, because the Rogue played that new card, the Questing Adventurer gained another health, so it's now at 3, so it is out of range of Drain Life. So, if she had 1 more mana, if she did cast that Felguard, she would be able to play, well, she had to discard the card from, I believe, from Soulfire, it looks like. So she would have had the Siphon Soul. That's the thing, is the random completely kills you. If you have any kind of strategy going on, any kind of random discard, like the Succubus here, can really hurt you. Let's see what she discards. Hopefully a Power Overwhelming. Okay, she got lucky there. If she discarded Jaraxxus, that would not have been good. Drain Life probably isn't as bad, but it's still, Drain Life is going to keep her in the game just a little bit longer. The problem is these minions on the board right now have a lot of health. They've got 3 health, so they're out of range for Drain Life. Now, with her remaining resources, I would definitely draw a card. Okay, that's exactly what she's going to do. And, okay, she actually lucked out there. She got a minion with taunt, so her Succubus will survive. Unless, I'll take that back, because the enemy's got 2 minions, so she can, the Rogue can finish that Voidwalker off, and then attack the Succubus and kill her. But at least they will be able to deal their damage to the enemy minions. So basically the Warlock is just stalling right now. She's definitely on the defensive here because of that questing adventure, and she's at 19 health, and most of that was her own doing, or some of that was her own doing. Now, if she can get a minion to survive, she could use Power Overwhelming. The problem is that just these minions are not surviving at all. They're dying every turn. So Power Overwhelming is not helpful here, unless you can get a minion with charge. And it looks like, okay, so okay, I see what happened there. Not sure why they would do that. Oh, I see. The rogue wanted to deal the final 2 damage to keep her. The rogue wanted to keep her minions in play. She definitely has board control here, and the Warlock is in a tough position. She drew a Leper Gnome. Leper Gnome is an okay card. It deals has a death rattle effect, I believe. It deals some damage when it dies. I think it's to the enemy minion, or there you go, 2 damage to the enemy hero when it dies, which is nice, but it's not helpful at all. It does nothing for your card tempo. It does nothing for card advantage. It's just outright damage. That is not a card I don't think I would have in my deck. Leper Gnome does not do much for you. I would rather play that Fel Imp instead of the Leper Gnome. If she can make it to 9 mana, she will be okay, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. She still has 3 more turns to go before she can put Lord Jaraxxus in play. She doesn't have a lot of health. She doesn't have minions with taunt. She can draw cards with her life tap, but now she's getting to the point where she's going to be taking lethal damage. She's taking 11 damage next turn minimum. That's assuming the rogue doesn't cast anything. Oh, take that back. There's also a weapon in play, so she's taking 13 damage right now. It's got 11 on the board and 2 from that weapon. So it looks like this is GG for Zeriyah. And just to solidify the victory, you're going to get a Captain Greenskin so that... Oh, look at that. She's going all out here. Okay. Wow, here we go. Lots of damage on the board right now. There's a potential for 14, 17. That's 22 damage on the board right now. That is a lot of damage. So the rogue just completely took over that match there, and completely just swept the board constantly. Just that questing adventure was what did her in, and truthfully, the only way to really get rid of that was with a solid minion destruction card like a Siphon Soul, and she did have that discarded from her card effects. So that's just... a Warlock is a hero you want to play if you can handle the strategy of dealing damage to yourself and losing mana crystals to deal damage and take advantage of the field, which I like. However, I do not like random effects. So you won't see me play a card like Succubus or the well, you might play Soulfire, because Soulfire can really come together in a pinch because it does cost 0. So I would consider playing Soulfire. I don't think I'd play Succubus until we see more cards that have effects that when you discard them, something could happen. Like Magic the Gathering has a lot of that. If you discard this card from an effect or your opponent's effect, do this, which is a more advanced kind of rule technicality. But hopefully we see something like that in the future, so you can actually take advantage of the card discard, because that's those are the kinds of strategies that I like and that a lot of the advanced TCG players do like. Alright, well that concludes this first video. Look forward to the next 2 videos coming very soon. I will do my best. It is a holiday weekend, so I will still try to work around my schedule. I'm feeling a lot better, and I'm looking forward to giving you guys more content and getting back into it. Also, we have Magic the Gathering Duels of the Planeswalkers 2014 just came out. Don't know if you guys are interested in that. I definitely am going to play it. Would you like to see videos on this? If so, please leave comments and let me know so I can get your feedback to see if you guys want to see those videos or not. There's a really cool drafting feature built into that game, which a lot of people are excited about, and it's very similar to the Forge mode in Hearthstone. I don't think it's implemented as well as the Forge, but at least it's something we can do to simulate deck building based on cards we are given. So look forward to that if you want, and I'll probably make at least one anyway, and if you guys want to see more, just let me know. Alright, take care guys. Time to Hearth out.